Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a very exciting reading. We're going to get personal messages from the goddess Isis for you guys. I'm really excited about this because Isis is one of my patron goddesses, one of the goddesses that I work with the most closely, probably the goddess that I work with the most closely. And we'll be using two decks today that I really only use for my own personal readings, like just for me. Those are the Isis Oracle and the Divine Circus Oracle. I just use them for myself because I find them quite personal decks and they're very spiritual as well, so they don't always work for every kind of reading that I would get from clients or on YouTube, but I wanted to share them with you today. I have used them before on the channel, but just really not very often. And we've also got two new decks today, which is so exciting. They're both from the lovely Cara, who has donated decks in the past, so thank you so much, Cara. Please show her some love in the comments, you guys. We've got the Starseed Oracle cards to use. And we've also got these exciting Tokens of Light cards from my Indie Oracle wish list. Really exciting, they're like little coins. Super pleased to use those. And as always, thank you to everyone who's donated to the channel. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers. Thank you to everyone on Patreon as well, including Kat, Alexandra, Kelly, Chris, and Virginia. Thank you so much for all of your support. Let's check out the piles, you guys. I've put these lovely good night cards on the piles again because I have a few of these. I've used some others in the past, but these are like horizontal ones, so they're quite sweet. So on pile one, we've got this kind of field scene with, I think it's an orca, killer whale. And we'll be using the Halloween tarot for pile one, so you can just ask yourself, what does Goddess Isis want to tell me? What messages does the Lady Isis want to give to me at this time? Pile two, we've got this cute little swan with a child asleep on its back, and we'll be using the Ramses Tarot of Eternity, obviously Egyptian themed deck. And then finally on pile three, just make that stand up a bit better, we've got this super cute little tent and moon scene also in like a field, and we'll be using Tarot of the Divine for pile three. And I'm super sorry, you guys, if you can hear banging or drilling or shouting in the background. Next door are doing some maintenance work today, and I only have very strict times that I can do filming because I have such a busy schedule outside of tarot as well, and so there's nothing I can do about that. But there's like scaffolding on the roof and up the side of the building. There's people like banging and slamming things. They're not trying to be quiet, so I'm super sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it, and I hope that it doesn't kind of feed into the video too much. But take your time, pick your piles, you guys, choose intuitively. So don't choose your favorite deck or the picture that you think looks the cutest, but choose the one that you kind of feel pulled towards, that you can't take your eyes off. And if you're struggling to do that, you can just pause the video, take some deep breaths, close your eyes if you need to. Just take your time and choose by your intuition. And when you're ready, you guys, I'll get started with pile number one, and I'm super excited for this reading. Okay there, group one, welcome to your reading. If you chose the little whale scene with the field and the Halloween tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let's just get a few tarot cards first to see what Lady Isis wants to tell you, and then we've got lots of oracle decks as well as two brand new ones. Super excited. Thank you again to Cara for those. And obviously charms and dice as well. So you guys, you've got the Two of Ghosts, first of all, which is the Two of Cups. I love this deck. I feel like I need permission to use it outside of autumn time, but I just want to use it all year round. Four of Ghosts, so Four of Cups. We've also got the King of Ghosts. Wow, you guys have got lots of Cups cards here. And then Three of Bats, Three of Swords. Interesting. So obviously water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, coming out very strongly here. What I'm feeling is that you guys have been having a bit of a rough time in love, and that you're kind of hoping for the right person to come in, because we've got Two of Ghosts, King of Ghosts. Both of these are about love interests or about people that kind of really catch your eye. And I'm feeling that you've kind of been let down recently by someone. You're still holding out hope for the right connection, but I feel as though someone has hurt you. Potentially this King of Ghosts character, or maybe that's the new person that I feel is coming in for you, but you have been hurt. You have been either betrayed by someone that you put your trust in, or you have been kind of let down, disappointed by someone. Maybe you were in a relationship and they broke up with you, or they hurt you, or maybe you just really had a crush on someone and it just didn't work out the way you wanted. Maybe they kind of didn't pay you the same attention that you paid them, and that just left you feeling really let down and disheartened. Because that's what I'm seeing with the Four of Ghosts, is this feeling of, you know, people aren't paying attention to me, people aren't helping me, I'm not getting the kind of energy that I want. But there's all these cute little ghosts around that this guy isn't paying attention to, who are trying to make him feel better. So just take this as a message that your spirit guides and your patron gods and your angels are around you, and they're trying to kind of bolster your energy at this time. And I think there is a positive message about love as well coming through. So before we get your Isis Oracle card, let's get you a Whispers of Love card. I don't normally use love decks in just kind of general readings, but for some reason I felt the need to get this deck out for today's reading, so maybe it was just for this pile. But obviously Isis is connected to love as well. So group 1. Okay. We have forgiveness, number 29. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Wow. So forgiving yourself and this other person for the way that things turned out, the way that you were treated, the way that you felt. And number 22, the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. This really looks like the child from the second Goodnight card, the one on pile 2 where he was riding the Swan. So there's more going on here than you're aware of. So that could just mean that this person, it wasn't anything personal, you know, they just weren't ready for a relationship or couldn't offer you what you needed, and it wasn't about you as a person. Maybe it's also saying that for you, if you feel this affected you very intensely, maybe it's hit a nerve or it's hit something that was kind of buried in your subconscious, and that's something to maybe explore. Let's get your Isis Oracle card. Wow. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. I love this deck so much. So this is saying that you guys are starseeds. I will read from the guidebook. That's always my promise with Alana Fairchild decks, is that I read from the guidebook. The guidebook is like an actual novel. It is so thick. It's like over 200 pages. But I'll just read you the introduction to this card because every card has like 3 or 4 pages dedicated to it. So Temple of Lapis Lazuli, beautiful illustration as well, it almost looks like a photo. Your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth. It holds much special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to a love-based culture. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. Beautiful. So you guys are starseeds, and part of your journey in this lifetime, part of the reason why you're here, is to help humanity ascend. It's to help us get to that love-based culture, that love-based community. Really, really beautiful. And so it's so interesting that we'll be using the Starseed Oracle cards as well today, because they just arrived yesterday. You have the Yellow Brick Road, number 19, which is the Sun card in traditional tarot. This is the Inner Child Oracle deck. Inner Child cards, but it is tarot technically. So Wizard of Oz, the Yellow Brick Road. I feel like this is just saying you can now see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to have this kind of happy experience very, very soon. I think there is new love coming in for you, but I think what happens first is you just feel liberated from this situation. Let's get you a mystical healing reading card. Explore your ancestry, number 13. So this could just be connected to looking into starseeds if it's not something you know much about, because obviously being a starseed, sorry, I should have explained this, means that you have had at least one lifetime on another planet. So if you feel kind of like you don't fit in on Earth, or that you feel isolated sometimes, or you kind of feel like you're not at home or settled anywhere, this is likely the reason. Because starseeds don't feel a complete connection to this planet because they have had sometimes many lifetimes on other planets. So this could be talking about this. Equally, it could be saying, look at your literal ancestry. Like maybe in your family there is a history of making similar mistakes in life or going through similar relationship patterns, and maybe that's something that you're repeating, and it's down to you to break the chain now. Always like spiritually awakened people who have to break the chain of negative choices or traumatic experiences in their family history. You have the liminal dance, number 8, delicacy, fragility, transience. So you possibly feel right now very unsettled, very ungrounded, like you don't know what to focus on. You don't know where your life is going. Definitely resonate with that. Just this feeling of, what am I doing here? Why am I here? It's really lovely. And also I kind of feel Stonehenge is called Council of the Giants in the Welsh language, but I also kind of feel sometimes that it's almost like calling to the heavens, so calling possibly to other civilizations, other galaxies as well. Just a thought, but yeah, definitely this feeling that you are uncertain at this time. You feel unsettled, you feel very fragile, like your energy is very, very sensitive, and any kind of bad news or turbulent person can easily really affect that energy. Earth, grounding, absolutely. So I was just wondering, actually, while I was shuffling that, does Lady Isis want you to try and work on grounding your energy? And then we get this. And of course the word earth, not just the element of earth, but the planet Earth, trying to get comfortable feeling and living on this earth. And possibly that will be more simple for you now that you know that this is why I feel unsettled. It's not anything wrong with me. It's just that I've had such an expansive experience over lifetimes that I don't completely know my way around Earth, or I don't completely have my heritage on Earth. Isis, obviously, also a goddess of magic. That's why I'm using these Witches Wisdom Oracle deck, and also the Witch's Kitchen Oracle. Yarrow, expulsion. Super interesting. So I feel like you guys are also being called upon to remove people from your life who you know affect your energy negatively, whether these are people who drain you or people who leave you feeling very, very upset, very drained, very angry, very kind of unsettled after spending time with them, very anxious. I've had experience with these people as well. It's just a good way of knowing when someone's energy is not a good fit for yours, or when that person is actually very, very toxic. You know, they might not come across that way to people who aren't switched on energy-wise, but for you, even if they're like smiling in your face and seem really sweet, you walk away from spending time with them and you feel drained, or you feel anxious, or you feel angry in some way. And that's a way to tell whether someone is kind of a good fit for you energy-wise, or even if they're a toxic person. So kind of pay attention to the people that you communicate with, the people that you spend time with, and how you feel afterwards. Because if you leave a conversation or a meetup with someone feeling energized and happy and upbeat and refreshed, then you know that they're a great person and that they have your best interests at heart. You have a great vibe energy-wise with this person, you click really well. If not, that's something to kind of look into. And possibly as well, it's maybe about spring cleaning. You know, this is a timeless reading, so it might not be spring when you're watching this, but it doesn't have to be spring for you to do some spring cleaning and throw out some old clothes or some things that are kind of gathering dust, cluttering up the house. It can really just make you breathe a lot more once you've freed up some energy. And crucially, it opens the space for new things to come in. So maybe also if you have things which remind you of this previous person, for example, maybe it will be a good thing to get rid of those things, or give them away, so that you're no longer dwelling on that, and then that frees up the space for someone new to come in if that's what you're open to. We have the Muses, inspiration. So lots of creative energy flowing for you at this time. Definitely being encouraged to pick up a pen or a paintbrush or get dancing or singing, pick up an instrument. Do something to kind of let out that creative energy. Let's get your Divine Circus Oracle as well. This is also an Alana Fairchild deck, so I will also read from the guidebook for this. Alice, number 12. Wow. Gosh, you guys, this is why I put these two decks in the same reading, because I just knew that it would be super, super powerful. So Alice says new worlds are calling you forth where the old rules don't apply. It might seem strange or freeing or wild or even scary at first, but you are meant to explore these new worlds. You will gain so much from the experience. There's no need to be afraid. When your world becomes too small for your spirit, it can feel painful, like trying to walk about in shoes that you've outgrown. If you do this for long, you can feel crippled with pain and unable to walk at all. You have a spirit that is outgrowing the worlds you've known and is yearning to experience new ones. The universe is responding to your spiritual need to broaden your horizons with new friends, opportunities, and communities that are, or soon will, become available to you. So that's lovely, and that really fits with that message of out with the old, in with the new, trying to free up some space in your life to welcome in this lovely new energy, which is definitely on its way. New worlds, and also really resonates with this Yellow Brick Road card because they're about to enter the Emerald City. And they're about to go home as well. I think you're about to find a people or a place that feels like home for you. Maybe you'll even find your star family, you know, maybe through searching online and learning more about starseeds. Maybe that's a sense of community that you'll find. You've got walking away, number 27, absolutely. I feel like a lot of you are having trouble fully letting go or walking away, which is completely understandable, but you are being encouraged just to gently cut ties with the past and move on. You can do this at your own pace. You don't have to do like a full cold turkey thing if that is too difficult for you, but just try and gently pull your energy back from this person or situation every single day. Just kind of say to yourself, I'm pulling back a bit more of my energy today. I'm taking back a bit more of what's mine from this person or from this past situation where my energy has become trapped. And I also recommend you guys, there is an Alana Fairchild Isis meditation available on YouTube, which I really recommend. She's actually got 4. But for you guys especially, I feel that the soul retrieval meditation will be really helpful, and it kind of helps you to reclaim parts of yourself that have been stuck in past experiences that other people are kind of holding on to. It just helps you to kind of get your power back. So recommend looking for that. Just type in soul retrieval, Isis meditation, something like that. You'll find it. It's really, really good. Wizard of Awareness, number 3. So your consciousness is expanding. Wonderful. And the wizard as well, with Isis being this magical goddess. Alchemy, transforming these negative feelings and these low vibrational experiences into something much more positive and much more powerful for you guys. You have Ma'at, fairness, another lovely Egyptian deity. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Lovely. So you guys, your best interests are at heart here. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Wow. And that card is about not lowering yourself. Like, crucially, it's about not lowering yourself by justifying yourself to others. If other people are saying horrible things about you, or if other people are making you feel like you need to say, hey, I didn't do that, or that's not the truth. Don't even bother, essentially. It's just saying pull back from those people. You don't need their energy in your life. White eagle, ancestor spirit, so another message about ancestry. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Absolutely, you guys. I can't believe you're getting so many repeated messages here. This is just wonderful. Love it when this happens. Let's get a Starseed Oracle card, because you guys especially need this. I love how they're all different on the back. You have strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Beautiful for you guys that are really suffering at this time. And surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Okay, definitely feel like a lot of you needed to hear that. If you're kind of holding on to something from the past, having difficulty walking away, just surrender. Surrender attachment. We have number 30 there. Let's check what angel that is. Don't use these cards very often. Angel of gratitude. We don't always notice the gifts of life. Be thankful for what you receive. But equally, this looks like a very romantic card to me. This person's offering a rose, which is often a symbol of true love or romance. So I do feel that there is this fresh new romantic experience coming for you once you're ready. You just need to kind of spend time processing what you've already been through, essentially, and just kind of making your peace with that situation. Just getting you some tea leaf fortune cards now, group 1. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Wow. And that, wow, you guys, I love this. I love this. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So just taking that break that's needed. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So kind of learning from experience. Obviously as well, elephants never forget. So it's kind of like saying you don't have to forget what's happened, but you can forgive, or you can kind of make peace with it in your own way. And then seahorse, family matters. Let's get you your tokens of light. Oracle card as well, a little oracle coin. Okay, which one's that? So they have like this visualization on the back, and then they have the number 64, the name in Hebrew, which I can't read unfortunately, and summation and closure, number 64. So that makes a lot of sense for you guys. Summation and closure, bringing a situation to an end. I'll just see if anything jumps out from the guidebook as well, if I get pulled to anything. It is the Hebrew letter Tav. Hopefully these cards will help me improve my Hebrew, which is atrocious. Summation and closing unfinished business. The end, a process is being concluded, followed by important insights and clarity regarding the truth behind what has happened. So that sense of learning, feeling wiser. What started as an abstract idea has passed all the stages to realization in the practical world. All the defects that occurred along the way are being exposed now, and someone will have to pay the price before the matter is sealed. The last station and the end of the race. Was this battle worth the effort? At this point, you gain a clear perspective of the whole process. The inertia has been broken, the cycle closed, the process ended and is sealed with the validity of truth. The significance of things is finally revealed, the whole picture is exposed in clear light. Lovely. So kind of like a deep understanding of why things happened the way that they did. Let's get you your charms now, group 1, see what else they can tell us. We've got lots of really, really gorgeous and very, very connected cards that have popped out here. Okay, so you've got the key there. So kind of like opening a new door, new opportunity. It's also about solutions to problems, releasing blockages. You guys have a guardian angel working with you at this time. Like I said, the kind of angels surrounding you. You have the olive branch, so maybe the sense of forgiveness. even if you don't have a discussion with someone who hurt you, you can still kind of in your head forgive them or release them. Someone has shown you their true colours as well. So someone kind of treated you badly or behaved in a way which surprised you, and basically that charm is saying this is who that person really is. You know, the nice thing that you thought about them wasn't actually true. That was just them kind of on their best behaviour or them being their public self, but what you saw from their behaviour was actually their true self, and so you need to believe them when they show you who they really are, essentially. As difficult as that might be, because it's kind of like a dichotomy between what you believed and then what actually happened. You've got the beautiful crown there, taking back your power, making decisions that are important to you, not kind of taking into consideration other people's wants for you or other people's preferences for you. You have passion and excitement coming your way with the chilies charm. Really lovely. You have the giraffe, which is about seeing the bigger picture, seeing things from a higher perspective, being able to look back over a prolonged period of time, like a situation that's stretched out over a prolonged period, and just seeing it for what it really is without being plunged into all of the feelings. We also have the psychic vampire charm, so someone or something has been or still is draining your energy. So I want to connect this to the expulsion card. There is someone that you need to kind of pull back from, group 1, and it may not be this King of Ghosts character, it may not be the person that hurt you. It could be someone in your friendship group, someone at work, maybe even a family member, but someone is draining you energy-wise or leaving you feeling very kind of unsettled or upset. Maybe they pretend to support you, but actually they're doing the opposite. And we also have the little child charm there with the bunny. So there could be children in this situation, and maybe that's what it's talking about with it being more complicated. And obviously there was a child on that card. Or maybe it's just saying there are inner child issues that have been triggered here and now need to be acknowledged or worked through or just kind of put to rest, essentially. I think that's all your charms. Yeah, let's get your dice on top as well. We're going to roll the second set of dice. And of course they're at the bottom of the pile when I go to pick them up. They're at the box at the bottom of the pile. Okay, they look like this. Little Starseed alien there. And I'm rolling 7 of these dice for you. So nearly all of them. That's great. Okay, group 1. Okay, so we've got seeing things clearly, clarity, possibly also improved third eye. After this situation, maybe your third eye has been blocked for a while, and now this is saying, look, it's not going to be like that anymore. You've got the Wheel of Fortune dice. Luck starts improving, things start rolling in your favour, fresh new opportunities come in. You are kind of leaning on spirit at this time. Take strength and support from spirit and your guides and your angels. You will find what you're looking for. You'll find what you seek. I think it's going to come in the form of community or a sense of having found a place or a people that feel like home. Incredibly, you've got a lock and also a key. And of course, you've got this key in the charms as well. So this is saying that blockages are going to be released. Obstacles are going to be removed. You're going to be opening the door to a bright new experience very soon, which we got in messages from the cards as well. And then this cute little smiley dice. It's like, whenever I look at this dice, I think this person deep down is still hurting. Like deep down, they're not 100% yet, but they're still putting on that smiley face. You know, they're saying, I know that it's going to get better. I'm optimistic for the future. So while it's not perfect yet, I'm still going to try and enjoy every single day. And that's what I feel the message is for you here today, group 1, is just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other. It might not be perfect yet, but one day it will be. And that day is not that far away. So that's the message that Lady Isis has for you here today, group 1. I really hope you enjoyed it and that it was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if it was. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And thank you so much for spending your time with me and sharing your energy here today with me. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out the description box. There's so many links in there that you might want to check out. You can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. Also, there's my Patreon page. If you kind of want more, check out the exclusive content over there. I do giveaways on there as well. If you're looking to donate to the channel, thank you so much, you guys. We've got gorgeous new decks from Cara today, who is very, very generous. And so I have my PayPal link for tips and donations. I've got an Etsy tips jar, and of course my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist as well for you guys that are super generous like Cara and want to donate a new deck to the channel. So thank you to everyone who just takes the time to look at those. And I am still offering private readings and angel healing sessions over on my Etsy page. If that interests you, definitely check it out. And I'll see you again soon. Have a great day, you guys, a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hi there, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the cute little swan picture with the child asleep on his back and the Ramses Tarot of Eternity, this is going to be your reading. So let's get some tarot cards first, see what they can tell us. We'll also obviously be using lots of oracle cards, including the 2 new decks from Cara. Thank you so much again, you're super generous. And charms and dice as well. So what does Lady Isis want to tell you guys? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords there. Then we've got the World. Interesting, we've got like an ace and then the World, like an ending and a beginning. We've got the High Priestess. The Fool, so another new beginning. Love this deck. And also the Devil with Seth or Sutech there. We've also got Aten, Ptah, you've got Seth in the background there. So lots of Egyptian deities coming out here. So I'm seeing Capricorn as the only zodiac sign popping out at the moment. Okay. Interesting mix of cards. I'm kind of seeing like you guys are going through cycles at this time. There's a lot of spirituality mixed in the center there because the High Priestess is in the center of your reading. This feeling of inner knowing, deep kind of inner soul searching. Maybe you're asking yourself, what am I here for? What's my next step? What's my purpose in life? What's my direction going to be? You know, those big questions about your life as a whole. And I kind of feel with the Devil that there are issues, especially worries, kind of getting in your way, because these priests are kind of leaving out offerings for Seth, or Lord Sutech, as he's also called, in the hope that he won't cause chaos or like a storm or bring a plague or anything upon them. They're kind of trying to keep him at bay, essentially. And that's what I feel you guys are going through, is that you've got these worries in your mind, because here we've also got the snake Apep, who is like the embodiment of evil, and he's being slain here as he is every day in Egyptian mythology. And so that's what I feel, is you guys trying to keep these worries at bay, hoping that certain things won't happen. And then, yeah, I feel you guys have been praying a lot. We've got Ptah being prayed to here, offerings being burnt, like saying, come on, give me what I'm looking for, or please don't let this happen, just let it work out the way that I want to. Another offering being held up to the sky there. So yeah, I'm super interested to see what your oracle cards want to say, because I just see you guys going through this cycle and just worrying as well. It's like you're thinking, I don't want X to happen, I really want just this to happen. Let's get your Isis oracle card first. Enter the Chamber of Healing. Wow, healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. And it's such a quiet card, isn't it? It kind of reminds me, for any of you that used to play old PS1 games like Spyro, for example, whenever you went close to like a world entrance or like a mini game entrance, it would just go quiet all of a sudden. Like you would just be staring at the door and there would be no music playing anymore. And that's kind of what I feel here. It's like we've got to this point where suddenly you can hear that inner voice, or suddenly you can really hear those worries. Suddenly you're very aware of the shadow self. So I'm seeing you guys going through a lot of shadow self healing. I will read from the guidebook for you. That's always what I do with Alana Fairchild decks, but because the guidebook's like a novel, every card has like 3 or 4 pages dedicated to it. I'll just read you like the introduction to this. So, enter the chamber of healing. Says, a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open, without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. Beautiful message. This oracle comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes because they are on their way now. Gorgeous. So I don't think you guys should be that worried because you seem to be in excellent hands. You seem to be being taken care of. There are great changes coming into your life soon, so expect a miracle. I love it when the cards say that. You're about to be blessed with something magnificent. We have Hina, courage. And also the moon there and the water, both symbols of healing, of cleansing, the stars as well. Symbols of healing. Courage. Have courage to keep moving forward. Have courage to take your next steps. Have courage to say yes to new opportunities. And have courage to overcome those worries, just like Apep is being overcome here. Have the courage to do that. To stare your fears and your worries and your shadow self, the darkness there, to stare the darkness in the face and say no. Or bring it on, or I'm not scared anymore. Whoa, you guys, 8 of Swords. And in this deck, the 8 of Swords is about confronting the psyche, going into that dark place, that cavern inside you, and confronting inner child wounds, or confronting difficult past memories, or confronting parts of yourself that you feel aren't that great, you know, parts of yourself that you kind of secretly wish you didn't have, insecurities, negative behavioral patterns or personality traits. So I feel like Lady Isis is saying to you, look, love yourself entirely. You are becoming more aware of who you are now, and that can be scary. That can bring up past memories, even from past lives, and that can be traumatic or confusing. That can kind of cause you to want to experiment with sides of yourself that you've never experimented with before. And so people might be like, why are you acting like that? Like, why are you talking like that? Or why are you being so confident? Or why are you making these choices? It's so not like you. You know, why have you got your hair cut a different way or coloured or something? Why are you doing this? You know, you might feel that people are going to start interrogating you. And if they do, that's just their problem. It's just that they're not comfortable with someone else ascending. Never make yourself smaller so that another person feels comfortable. Whoa. Release fear, number 25. Honestly, group 1's reading was so intensely, what's the word, like symbolic as well, and so intensely attuned, all of the cards. And look at the darkness in the background as well. So similar. Release fear, you guys. Don't be afraid anymore. Don't be afraid of what could happen. Walk with Isis, with Hina. Feel comfortable with Seth if you wish to. Walk with Ptah. Let them help you move forward. Tree of Souls, number 42. Collective wisdom, kinship group, library. So maybe you guys are doing a lot of studying at this time and that's what you're worried about. Maybe you feel like, I won't get the grades that I'm hoping for, or I won't get the promotion that I'm looking for, or I won't pass my exams or whatever. Maybe that's something you're worried about. But this is saying you have access to a great amount of wisdom from higher sources. So you can access the Akashic records at this time. You can access your past life memories at this time. You can access the consciousness of your soul family, your star family. If you're a Starseed, we'll be getting a Starseed oracle later. It's really incredible. Some of you might also be experimenting with mediumship at this time. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle and Witch's Kitchen because Isis is a goddess of magic. Or 2 cards from this one. Candles, magic. So you guys casting spells at this time, even if you're not aware of it, you might consciously be casting spells or enlisting the help of a spellcaster. or you're just doing it subconsciously because you're kind of manifesting. Ptah is this god of manifestation. He is the creator. He speaks the name of something and it comes into being. And that's kind of what you're doing right now, which is cottage security. Maybe you're kind of clinging to older versions of yourself in the hope to find security, or maybe you don't want to expand and make big decisions or have big changes because you're afraid. That's two kind of symbols now of someone wanting to remain in the house. It could just be literal, like you're scared of lockdown lifting because you feel like you're out of practice with busyness and being around lots of people. Or it could just be saying you don't want to go from university into the world of work because that's scary, or you don't want to move to a new place or to a new place of work, or you don't want to outgrow your friendship group or outgrow your old identity in case of what other people think of you. And also because of this fear of the unknown. You know, we've got a lot of symbols here of darkness, of blackness, of not being able to see the way forward. But then we've also got these strong symbols of light. The moon guiding your way, the candles. The Fool has this sun god Aten in the background. Sage, purification. Wow, so it's like, again, dealing with those darker sides of yourself, but not feeling shameful about it, not feeling dirty because of what you've done or because of what you want to do, not feeling bad because of the thoughts that you're sending out into the world that maybe aren't always the kindest, not feeling anger at past experiences or bitterness, just kind of cleansing it all, letting it all out in a safe and controlled way. Whoa, you guys, I literally was thinking Ascension and then this card jumped out, and yeah, Crown of the Butterfly Bambini, number 31. It's a butterfly, it's all about transformation. It's another Alana Fairchild deck, so I'll just read again the opening paragraph from the guidebook. Just as nature imbues the butterfly with an innate ability for radical transformation, so too do you have natural instincts within, guiding you to grow in dramatic, utterly life-changing ways. Progress is your perfection. Growth is your attainment. Do you shun what you have been or mistakes you have made? Purification. Or instead, do you wear your ability for transformation as a sacred crown of power? It is a sacred power. It requires an ability to go through the death of an old self, to be reborn again. That death might be an identity, a lifestyle or career, or an inner sense of self that no longer seems enough to truly reflect what you are becoming. Wow, you guys. Wow. So it's like you're shedding your old skin here and you're becoming something new, something fresh, something exciting. Let's actually get a Whispers of Love oracle. But there has to be this willingness to let go of what no longer serves you in order to do that. Have patience, number 17. Love is patient and kind always, so be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, be authentic. Yes, that's what it's saying. If you're discovering new sides to yourself, it doesn't mean that you're being wrong or fake by exploring them. That is actually your true self that's been buried all this time. What you're currently doing is wearing a mask. And look at the Swan. You chose the Swan card. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Number 39. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. So this is a time of great change for you. I feel like in a year's time, group 2, you're going to look back and be like, I don't even recognize the person I was, like, here, now, then, because it's just so different to the person I am now. Angel of Balance, number 48. Coming into balance. Pulling away from extremes, feeling settled within this new identity. Yes, it's going to be turbulent and like an upheaval at first, but then you feel settled within it. Follow the leader in the reverse, number 40. So you are setting trends. You are not following other people's leads anymore. You are going to step outside of the crowd and be this separate person who's completely happy just doing what you want to do. You're not following fashion trends. You're not following the group of friends that you have, or co-workers or family in terms of your interests or career choices. You're just going out there and you're setting your own example, being your own role model. Soulless bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So maybe some of you have a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, in an important placement in your chart. This is just saying, spend time near water. It can be very cleansing. You know, we talked about that with the Hina card as well, that the water is cleansing and healing. If you aren't able to get to a natural body of water, you could try taking a bath or shower and just connecting to your inner self then, or you could maybe do a meditation with water sounds in the background. Horus, wow, Cosmic Gateway. So you've got this beautiful card because Horus is the son of Isis, so it's lovely that he's come out for you in this reading. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Again, cards just repeating exactly what they've been saying. Not only that you have this powerful manifesting power, and so you need to keep those thoughts positive and in right alignment because they're manifesting for you right now, but also that these incredible changes are coming. The word miraculous there, I really, really love. It's Cosmic Gateway opening, like on that World card. Okay, then you have two of these gorgeous Starseed Oracle cards from the lovely Kara. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Wow. And signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. Okay, so there have been signs and symbols that you're manifesting certain things or that you are undergoing changes. You just need to be more open to those if you haven't noticed them. There have been these signs and that's going to continue to happen. Maybe you're going to see repeated things like, I don't know, like the Swan, for example, or stars or something. Maybe it might come in the form of that, or maybe you see messages that just seem to really jump out at you, or you get intuitive nudges. You've got number 32 there. Let's check to see which angel that is. I don't use this deck very often. Angel of Final Judgment. Wow. Judgment Day arrives unexpectedly. Be ready for anything. Okay, so it feels like karma coming towards you, but in a good way. It's like you've put in so much work in the past, or you've been through so much stuff, and now it's finally like karma is paying you dividends, or you're getting those positive results back. Everything kind of shifting in your favor. Okay, then we've got some tea leaf fortune cards for you, and then the final card that I'll get will be from the Tokens of Light deck, which is new, and then we'll do your Charms and Dice group 2. Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life, so this sense of needing to let go. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. And also fire is this transformative power, you know, it transmutes, it burns, it breaks down the old, and it purifies as well. We have man, dealings or relationship with a man. And fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. And we also have flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. So you might recognize these people, maybe they are the people leaving your life. Let's get your final card. Okay, this is number 39, and it says going with the flow. It's got the name in Hebrew on the top as well, but unfortunately I can't read that. I'm hoping that this deck will help me with my Hebrew because there's the letters on each card, and that's the visualization as well. Like the fruits all around her, it's kind of like abundance is falling all around her. So let's check out what the guidebook says, just in case anything jumps out at me. So it's the letter Mem that we've got there. Let's all learn a Hebrew letter for today. It's the letter Mem. I did know it in the past, the alphabet, but that was a few years ago. I've forgotten it. So, restraint of personal desires, discretion and self-control, giving honour and respect to your superiors. You have to strive for endurance and meeting your obligations. This letter Mem signifies swimming with the tide and lack of desire or need to rebel, accepting the existing situation and the twists of fate, and embracing circumstances that were dictated from above. Feeling joyful contentment and being satisfied without resisting the circumstances. Efficiency and activity. Do not spend substantial energy on futile debates, conflicts, or quarrels, and concentrate on the main point. Implement fair and balanced judicial ability, know what really matters, and avoid distractions. The current situation requires you to submit to higher authority and watch your mouth. Still, remember that waters penetrate the deepest places, and eventually you will be able to get what you want. Okay, so it's basically about persistence and letting circumstances kind of dictate the way that you respond, not fighting against the tide, basically, and just making sure that you maintain those positive expectations. So let's get your charms on top, group 2. Okay, so you've got this good luck charm. This landed completely upright, which is great. And also the ladybird is another good luck charm. You are being guided. You've got a third good luck charm in the dragonfly. Beautiful, you guys, full of luck at this moment. Really highly charged, very, very positive vibrations coming from you guys. High frequency. And this is also a sign that fire elementals like dragonflies, dragons and salamanders are working with you at this time. You're being asked to be adaptable to new situations. Incredible that that landed on the butterfly card. You have the goldstone ball. So that's similar to the sun card in the tarot. Basically saying that positive things are going to happen, positive changes are coming. You have a lot of reason to be optimistic, to be confident about the future, to have faith. You've also got air elementals and fairies working with you. Magic is going to surround you at this time. There is an older woman or a kind of a sensible, rational woman that may be able to help you in this situation. It could just represent you if you are feminine energy. You're being asked to listen to your inner wisdom. That's going to guide you. As we kind of said, signs and symbols are being given to you. And then interestingly, you've got the haunted house, which is a message about past memories that you find difficult to deal with that kind of resurface. And also the rocking horse. So this could be about inner child issues that we've already kind of talked about. It could also just mean that you feel for a while that you're kind of not getting anywhere, like you're just putting in a lot of energy, but it's not taking you anywhere. You just keep moving backwards or staying in a stable position. And I just want you to know that it's not going to be that way forever. As we can see, there is going to be this monumental change, but for a while you do feel a little bit stuck. You just need to kind of go with the flow and wait for the right time to change. Wait for the right time to move. So we'll get your dice on top as well, group 2. Okay, the third set of dice. And of course they're on the bottom of the pile. This happened with group 1 as well. The box that I wanted to use is at the very bottom of the dice pile. So those dice look like this. Let's see how many we're going to roll for you. Group 2. 4. Okay. So, interesting. So look at this, you guys. This is like signs from spirit, and you kind of look at it and you think, is that a sign, or am I just being weird? Like, am I just reading too much into this? So definitely take on board the signs that are coming your way. Important documents are coming through as well. Maybe you'll be signing something very soon, like a contract, or you'll be sending back and forth important emails or important letters. You've also got the kind of antennae here, like reading a situation, reading energy. Again, I feel it's connected to the signs and symbols that you're getting. You just need to be super open and on the lookout for these things. And then finally we have these two people who are kind of pretending to ignore each other while they pass a message along, which is super interesting. So maybe there is like a bit of flirtation going on for you and it's kind of not being spoken about openly, but you both know it's there. Or maybe there is like a new friendship being kindled here and they're kind of helping you out with some secret little nudges. It may even be another message about spirit kind of just nudging you along in the right direction, and you just go, oh, thanks for that little hint, and you take it, and it's not a big deal, but it helps you out a lot. So this was a gorgeous reading, you guys. I'm so happy to give you these messages. Please let me know if it resonated with you in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys, and please do like, share and subscribe as well if you enjoyed the video. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box because there's a ton of links in there to help you do that. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Billy if you'd like to do that. If you want to get access to exclusive content and things like giveaways that I do, then check out my Patreon page because I do upload things only for patrons. So if you really like what I post, then definitely check that out. If you'd like to donate to the channel like the lovely Cara, then thank you so much. I have, of course, my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist for new decks, and just thank you to everyone who's taken the time to look at those. Even if you haven't bought anything, that's totally fine. Just thank you to everyone who's looked at them and seen if there was anything that would catch their eye. I have also got a PayPal link for tips and donations and an Etsy tips jar as well. And speaking of Etsy, I am offering private readings and angel healing sessions over on my Etsy page as well, so definitely check that out if that interests you. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here today, group 2. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care. Hi there, group 3. Welcome to your reading. To everyone who chose the cute little moon and tent in the field and the tarot of the divine, let's see what messages Lady Isis has for you. Again, I want to apologize for any bangs or drilling that you might hear or shouting while I'm doing this. I really can't control it. And of course we'll be getting an Isis Oracle card. We've got the 2 gorgeous new decks from the lovely Cara. Thank you so much again. And we'll also be using lots of charms and dice as well. So group 3, does Lady Isis want to tell you? Ooh, lots of cards. Really interesting. So we've got the 10 of Wands there popping out. We've also got Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Coins. Wow, 2 aces right next to each other. 8 of Coins, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. So fire and air signs coming out especially. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Gemini especially coming out because we've got the Lovers card there as well. So what I'm kind of seeing is that you guys have been working hard recently. We've got 8 of Coins, we've got 10 of Wands as well. They're kind of about expending a lot of energy, putting a lot of effort into what you're doing. And the Page of Swords is kind of telling me that you're possibly worried that you won't get the results you're hoping for from this hard work, whether it's related to a relationship, personal goals, career, education, whatever. Feels like you're worried that you won't get what you're looking for. And I think that love is on your mind for a lot of you, or at least relationships. But with the Ace of Swords and Ace of Coins, I want to say, yes, this is great. You are going to get the results that you're hoping for. You are going to get a lot of benefit from this. It's going to lead to like a wonderful new beginning for you guys as well. It's wonderful, like, new start for you guys. And the King of Wands is also saying that there's this bright future ahead for you. So I'm super excited to see what your oracle cards are going to say. Obviously, we'll start off with an Isis oracle card, but I kind of feel like that's what the energy is a worry that hard work or efforts won't be rewarded. Okay, so your Isis Oracle card is Temple of Carnelian. Wow. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. So let's see what the guidebook is going to say, because with Alana Fairchild decks, I always read from the guidebook. They are massive guidebooks. They're almost like a kind of novel because they're so big. They're like 200 pages. Every card has 3 or 4 pages dedicated to it. So I'll just read you the little opening line. So this says, "You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you on to your higher destiny, calling you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the Temple of Carnelian will bring you warm strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you, so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being." So that is a beautiful message, and also a wonderful message for any of you that feel as though you've maybe bitten off more than you can chew or are dealing with too much at the moment. This is kind of saying, keep going, you can do this. You can definitely do this. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. It might not be easy, it might not be comfortable, it might not be fun, but you will get there. Whispers of Love Oracle there for you. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation, number 12. And that's not just a message for those of you that are asking about relationship issues. That's a message for all of you. Have faith in this situation. Trust in yourself and trust that things will work out for the best. We have Stop Breaking Agreements, number 31. So keep your promises to yourself and others. If you've told yourself you'll do something, then do it. If you promise yourself you won't do something, don't do it. If you've said that you'll be there for your friend, be there for them. But also, don't take on more than you need to, essentially. Don't burn yourself out. Deal with the tasks at hand, but don't overload yourself. Four of Crystals, the Four of Pentacles. Cute little gnomes building a house there. Definitely just get the sense that you guys are building your future somehow, and it might be a slow process. There's little snails on this card, but you've got the acorns, the potential. Really beautiful. This lovely blue sky background. It's so sweet. So you guys are building this stable future for yourself. You're on the right path here, I feel. Then you have two of the gorgeous Oracle of the Hidden Worlds cards. The Path of the Gods, number 2. Decisions, meetings, future plans. So I feel like your patron gods are behind you on the decisions that you're making right now, and they're helping you with your future plans. And you're just kind of being asked again to have faith that this is going to work out. Your future plans are kind of held in high regard in the spirit world. And we also have the Crystal Path, number 14, mineral spirits, crystal beings. And of course you've got the Four of Crystals there. So I would recommend carrying certain crystals around with you at all times to kind of enhance success, but also to kind of talk to the crystal spirits, the beings that are made of crystal. You might not be able to see them, but you can feel their energy. Let's get a Witch's Kitchen and a Witch's Wisdom Oracle card, because Isis is a goddess of magic. You have tarot cards, guidance. Okay, so yes, you're being given a lot of guidance right now, and I feel like that's just also a confirmation to say you came to the right place here. Beltane, fertility. Lovely. So fertility, maybe some of you are asking about relationships or fertility in general in the physical sense, and this is a very positive card for that. For those of you that aren't asking about that, this is just saying that prosperity is coming your way. Your wishes will come to fruition, essentially. Your plans will work out very well. And the time of Beltane, so late April, early May, might also be important here. Might be when a big change happens for you. Apple, forbidden. Okay, a little bit of forbidden fruit there. Maybe you're doing things that you know are deliberately self-destructive, or maybe you're kind of making decisions that maybe aren't always the best for you. So just try and stay on track. I feel this is saying, obviously, try and make time for downtime, especially if you're in that 10 of Wands energy where you just feel so overloaded and so busy. Try and have time every day that's just for you to unwind, even if it's literally like you have a shower or you have a bath or you have 10 minutes meditating before bed. Just have that time for yourself. Demeter, harvest. This is really nice, you guys, because I just get the sense that you've been worried that you're not going to get what you want, or that you're not going to get any kind of recognition for the hard work that you've been putting in. So you guys are going to get a great reward for the efforts that you've been putting out. The universe has not ignored your efforts. They have not gone unnoticed. You're going to get a wonderful bounty. Circus of Love, number 35. From the Divine Circus Oracle deck. Another Alana Fairchild deck. They're so powerful. I knew that combining them together in one reading, 2 of them, would just be super powerful. So I do think a lot of you have relationships on your mind, because this says love in all its forms is the ultimate prize in the game of life. But you've got to be in it to win it. Forget excuses and open your heart to love, to life, to luck, to laughter. For the circus of love is rolling into your soul town, and it's time for you to be swept off your feet. Super, super lovely. So kind of saying like, open up to it and know that you deserve it. Know that you are so worthy of love and luck and happiness and joy and prosperity, and just open your arms wide to receive it. You can just fling your arms open wide now if you can, and just breathe in and say, I'm so ready for this. I accept this. I'm willing to receive. Cornucopia, number 11. Wow, you guys. This is just all so fitting with each other, like abundance, prosperity, harvest, you know, fertility. Wow. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. I think group 1 got this card as well. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So it's essentially a card of forgiveness and of being very kind to yourself. If you know that people are saying unkind things about you or are spreading untruths about you, it's about saying you don't need to justify yourself to those people. You don't need to lower your energy by kind of saying, look, that's not true, or that I didn't do that. You know, you just need to walk away. Bless them, forgive them, accept what they're doing, and just walk away and say, look, I don't need this energy in my life. It's toxic. Ride the Wave, number 14. Really joyful card. There's going to be this time of great abundance coming your way soon. Group 3, if you're not already in it, because it's just so apparent in the cards. And this is saying that you're going to have just kind of like a really high moment in your life. You're going to have a real celebration to look forward to. Something that you've desperately wanted is going to come true. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, and dance with the universe. And Shiva is also a destroyer, so he ascends and transcends through destruction. He says, look, this person is no longer worthy of being in your life and sharing your energy, so it's time we get rid of that person. Or it's saying, you don't need to be in this situation anymore. You've learned what you need to learn from it. Now it's time to step back. And of course, it's also about moving on from a cycle that has become complete. So like you've got the 10 of Wands to start with, the 10 being the end of the cycle, you've then got 2 aces, 2 new beginnings. So your Starseed Oracle card is Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Beautiful. You're able to spread this beautiful healing light. You have number 25 and also number 7 here from the Angel Oracle cards. Let me just see. which ones those are. Don't use this deck very often. So number 25 is Angel of Inner Awakening. Inner light is often celestial inspiration. Okay, so again, this sense of channeling this light and higher energy. And then number 7 is Angel of Victory. Life in all its aspects is a struggle. Each new life is a triumph of nature. So it's like saying these new beginnings are this kind of wonderful reward, this wonderful victory that you're going to be able to celebrate. Whoa, you guys. So you've got the sun here from these tea leaf fortune cards, happiness and well-being. But incredibly, you guys have also got May. And I mean, Beltane is the 1st of May. So May could be an important month for you. You've got love as well. And you also have Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So some of you maybe are hoping to settle down soon or start a family or add to your family. Because obviously Nest, and we've got a few other cards here about fertility and harvest. Maybe some of you are just obviously the birth card there. Maybe that is a concern that some of you have. And let's finally get your Tokens of Light Oracle card, and then we'll do your charms and dice. Oh, got a couple. Aha, so 66, the last card in the deck, finalizing and looking ahead. And then that's the visualization there. So that's been this theme of the reading, hasn't it? Is that this is going to be an ending and then a beginning. We've also got number 18, being in the focus of the scene. Very Egyptian image there. And finally, number 24, a healthy appetite for life. Okay, so we will look at the guidebook and just see if anything jumps out at us from the guidebook. Hoping to improve my understanding of the Hebrew alphabet through these cards, because I did once know it, but that was a good few years ago now, and I've had a few sleeps since then. Focused on other things since then. So number 6, this is Tav, the Hebrew letter Tav there. Closure and looking ahead. At the end of processes in your life, you come to conclusion that everything that happened to you had a purpose, and a painful occurrence has eventually proven itself for your own good. You attain mental resilience, victory, honor, and praise. And respect. A strenuous job is coming to its completion, and you send the bill and get paid for your efforts. Brilliant. A mixture of joy and anguish that makes you look back at your whole belief system and come to conclusions. At the same time, you develop new expectations for the future. So that's obviously been shown throughout this reading as being what's going to happen or what you're currently going through. And then number 24, this is the letter Chet. I think it's pronounced Chet, maybe it's Chet, I'm not sure. Do correct me if you speak Hebrew. A healthy appetite for life. So this is about utilizing existing assets and constant aspiration to achieve even more, appreciating everything that exists in your world and deriving pleasure from all the available resources. A big appetite for life. Bite into it as much as possible and attract extra thrills and excitement. Excessive eating to the point of damaging the health, or surrender to sweet little sins that shift you from the effort to lose weight. Wisdom and broad horizons that go together with immense attraction to pleasures and desires that are not always compatible with the right path. Attainment of material things far beyond what is needed, driven by a desire to compensate for deprivations. So it's basically saying don't overdo it, but enjoy whatever life throws your way. And then finally we've got number 18, which is the letter Vav. Being in the focus of the scene. Someone functions as a conduit through which new information is transferred to the surroundings, news, annunciations, or new rules. Instructions come from the upper authorities and you transfer them onto the staff and place high demands and uncompromised discipline from yourself and your subordinates. A figure that stands in the focus of the scene is leading a struggle for social justice and promotes high moral values in order to reach perfection and fairness. And this, I feel, just connects to that channel card as well, and just you doing what is right for you. So let's get your charms on top, group 3. We've got a lot of incredible messages here for you today. Interesting. So you have a guardian angel there helping you out, and you've also got this reindeer, which is saying that you're being guided. Spirit is guiding you at this time. You have love surrounding you or coming your way. You're being encouraged to speak up more if you're not a very confident person. But this baby tapir sign can also be a symbol that children are involved. So maybe some of you are literally trying to conceive. And that's what this is talking about. You've got the snowflake obsidian ball. You will be overcoming obstacles that are in your way. You're going to be transcending them, possibly with the help of Isis and with Lord Shiva and Lady Sekhmet. Maybe they are patron deities for you. You've got a good luck charm there with the dragonfly. It's also a symbol that fire elementals are working with you. There's the little bird in the birdhouse calling for his friends. So try and expand your social circle or spend time with others as much as you can, because they're really going to help you and give you support in the physical world. You've got worries about money there or material issues. It's a little mouse on a ruble. Maybe you're trying to save money towards a particular goal. And then finally, the Russian doll. So maybe some of you have a connection to Russia or know someone with a Russian name. But for a lot of you, this will just be a message about bottling up your feelings. If you are feeling overwhelmed at this time, or like you have a lot going on, talk to people. That's the way to let it out. You don't have to burden one person with everything, but if you just tell a few different people about some of your worries, then that can really help you get it all out. Maybe you just tell 3 different people 3 different worries, so that one person isn't bearing the brunt of it all. So group 3, we're going to roll the 3rd set of dice for you. Maybe 3 is a good number for you guys. Those are the mystery dice, and group 2 had them as well. They look like this. See how many we're going to roll. 3! Wow. 33. 333. Great number for you, those of you that are trying to manifest. Yep, so we've got the safe there. So again, a message about saving money or possibly saving energy, like storing up your resources for a big time to come. Try not to burn yourself out, essentially. There's also a slight worry about the way that people perceive you. So maybe you are worried about sharing your worries. Maybe you don't want people to lose respect for you or to know what you're going through at this time. So there's a little bit of worry there about the way other people are seeing you. And finally, just this energy of being on the floor. And I completely get that. That's kind of the 10 of Wands / 10 of Swords energy, but there is going to be this fresh new beginning, a lot to celebrate as well. It's going to be like a huge relief for you guys once this is over, because you're going to get the result you're hoping for. So even if you feel burnt out now or flat out or on the floor, it's not going to last forever. In fact, I don't think it's going to last very long, particularly. So this is a great message for you guys. A beautiful, beautiful reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if you did. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here today and spending some time with me. And if you want to get more involved with what I do on the channel, then check out the description box. There's loads of links in there to help you do just that. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page and get access to exclusive contents and giveaways that I only post on there. You can donate to the channel if you're feeling very generous like the lovely Cara. You can do that through PayPal or my Etsy tips jar if you just want to leave a donation or a tip. That's lovely. And for any of you who are feeling super generous and you want to leave an actual deck for the channel, then thank you so much. Check out my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist as well. Thank you to everyone who's even just looked through them to see if there's anything they like there. Just thank you for spending the time to do that. And I am also offering private readings and angel healing sessions over on my Etsy page. So if that interests you, definitely go and check it out. And have a wonderful rest of your day, you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.